All right, everyone, welcome to our third video. Our objective here is that students will be able to solve multi-step equations with a variable on one side of the equation. We're going to start with some vocabulary. Make sure you're following along in your notes. I know we've been throwing a lot of vocabulary at you so far, but should be the end of the vocabulary for the solving equations bit we're doing here. Okay, so I'm going to start with expression. An expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and operations with no equal sign. Emphasis on this part, no equal sign. All right, so you might see something like this, 3x plus 10. That's an expression. There is no equal sign, okay? You might see something like 6x minus 4. That's also an expression. There is no equal sign. All right. An equation, on the other hand, is just two expressions connected by an equal sign. So as soon as I throw an equal sign in between these, this whole thing is an equation. All right. So you can equal, you can see the base word here, EQUA. It's in both of these, right? So it's not that hard to remember. Equations have equal signs. I'm going to say that one more time. Equations have equal signs. Expressions do not. All right. Oops. Let's move forward here. All right, we have -3 times 2k plus 4 plus 5k equals -17. To solve this, I need to always simplify this expression here first. All right, so on this side of the equal sign, I have like this long expression. I need to simplify it as much as I can. All right, so the first step when I simplify is going to be to distribute. All right, so we're going to distribute first. Maybe I'll even write a little list over here. First, no, we might run out of space if we do that. The first step is to distribute. So I'm going to distribute this -3 to the 2k. Remember, distribution means multiplication. And so -3 times 2k is -6k. And when we distribute, we have to distribute to every term. So now I need to do -3 times 4. That's -12. Now, after I distributed, anything I did not use needs to come straight down. I didn't use this plus 5k. So I bring it down, and I didn't use this equals -17. So I bring it down. Okay, organizing your math, understanding that this expression is just this again shown differently is very important. Now we need to keep simplifying. When you simplify, you first need to distribute, and then you need to combine like terms. Like terms have the same variable and the same exponent. We're not dealing with exponents here, so it's just the same variable. So I have a term here, -6k, and another term here, positive 5k. They have the same variable. And so I can combine them together, all right? Think about it as, money. All right, if I have -$6 over here, I owe $6, but I also gain $5. So if I'm $6 in debt and then I gain $5, well, now I'm only $1 in debt, right? So these combine to make -1k. Anything I didn't use, I just drop it straight down. All right, and now I have a two-step equation. So that's what we're kind of adding something new every day, but our goal is to always turn everything into a two-step equation. And now that I have this two-step equation, I'm going to say, all right, the variable's on this side over here. I need to get rid of the constant. The constant does not have doesn't have a variable, and so it's this number by itself. How do I get rid of a -12? I add 12. That's the opposite. These cancel. I get -1k equals -17 plus 12 is -5. And now, because this is a coefficient, coefficients represent multiplication. Remember, coefficients are next to variables. This just means -1 times k. To get rid of multiplication, I do division. These cancel out, and I get k equals a negative divided by a negative is a positive. K is equal to 5. All right. Okay. This could end up being a little bit of a longer video. All right, you do one. On you do's, you need to pause and solve first. Test to see if you can do it before I go over it. So 3, 2, 1, pause your video and solve. Okay, hopefully you're unpausing now and you're ready for me to check your answer. Don't just write down what I write. You're just wasting your time, right? The goal here is to learn. So really try to soak it in and practice on your own. That's how we get smarter. All right, so I'm going to go through this a little quicker since it's you do. I'm going to start with distribution. 3 times 5y is 15y. I need to distribute to every term. Distribution means multiplication. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. I didn't use this positive 2y here, so I drop it straight down. I didn't use the equals 22. I drop it straight down. Now I need to combine like terms. All right. I have a 15y and a positive 2y. Those are the like terms because they have the same variable. 15y and 2y gives me 17y. I didn't use this negative 12, so I'm going to drop it down. I didn't use this equals 22, so I'm going to drop it down. All right. Now I have a two-step equation. I'm trying to get this y by itself. To do that, I need to get rid of this minus 12. I'm going to add 12 to both sides. These cancel. Left with 17y equals 34. Divide each side by 17. 17 goes into 34 twice. That's a little bit hard division. So if you got stuck here or you left your answer as 34 over 17, that's not a big deal. But the final answer is that y equals 2. Alrighty. All right, let's do example 2 now. This is an even longer problem, so just stay with me. Here we have 2 sets of parentheses, which means we're going to need to do 2 sets of distribution. All right, so I'm going to start off like this. 3 times 2c needs to go to each term here. 6c. This 3 needs to also go to this 4 here. That's 12. Now, I've distributed this to these ones, but I have another distribution that needs to be done over here. I have a negative 4 that needs distributed to both numbers or both terms inside this parentheses. So let's do that. Negative 4 times 5c is negative 20c. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Whoop. All right, and then I can keep the 22 here. Okay, so now I got a bunch going on. I distributed. That's a lot, but hopefully it didn't trip you up too much. You know how to distribute and you know how to multiply. It's just really about staying organized. And now I need to combine like terms. On this side of the equation, I have a 6c and a negative 20c. Those are going to combine to make negative 14c. And numbers without variables, constants are also like terms. So I have a positive 12 and a negative 4. 12 minus 4 is 8. It's positive 8. So that turns into positive 8. Constants are also like terms. This is just combining 12 minus 4. That's positive 8. And this still all equals 22. Okay. Now I'm going to add 8 to each. Now I have a two-step equation. I should celebrate that, right? We did all that work. We distributed. Then it's distribute, combine, solve. All right, let me actually write that here. Distribute, combine, solve. All right, distribute, combine, solve. So we distributed, and we combined, and now it's time to solve. I need to get rid of the constant on the variable side. To do that, I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. These cancel. 22 minus 8 is 14. Drop this down. 14 equals negative 14c. Divide each side by negative 14. and C is equal to -1. All right. Okay. Let's clear this out and have you hop over to the UDO. All right. So this is the part where you pause. This is your chance to make sure you understood the lesson right here. This is a big, long equation. If you can do this, you're in a really good spot. So go ahead and pause and solve. Okay, hopefully you're unpausing and you're ready for me to go over it. I'll do it kind of quick since it's a UDO, and hopefully you're just checking your answer. Start off by distributing. -4 times 3c is -12c. -4 times 2 is -8. And now I need to distribute over here. 2 times 7c, well, that's 14c. Distribute here. 2 times -5 is -10. I need to drop this down, obviously. All right. So this long expression over here, -12c minus 8 plus 14c minus 10, I need to combine like terms. Remember, like terms have the same variable. Let me use a different color. Let's use purple. So I have a -12c. What's the like term with it? It's a 14c. All right, so these are like terms. I need to combine them together. A -12 and a +14 make a +2. And then I have this -8 and this -10. These are constants, so they are also like terms. -8 and -10. If I owe Dylan $8 and I owe Ali $10, I owe a total of $18. And this still all equals -10. Now I have a two-step equation. Easy from here. I got to get rid of the -18, the constant, add 18 to both sides. These cancel. -10 plus 18 is 8 equals 2c. Divide each side by 2, and I get c equals 4. All right. Thanks for watching. As always, if you didn't understand, this was a pretty difficult lesson. Go see your teacher in coach class.